Just can't wait to be sustainable on the road again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't wait to get back on the road again.
So we're on the road again.
And where are we going today, tomorrow?
Today we are going to the Latrobe Valley, which has been the home of coal-fired power for over 100 years, I think.
Okay.
And we are meeting Tony WOLFE. Tony WOLFE has been working in coal in the Latrobe Valley in Victoria, Australia, for about 40 years. But his message to us today is he wants us to support renewables.
That sounds very interesting. How does he go doing that?
He can see that there are cheaper, better, more energy efficient technologies that we have at our fingertips. And so he's just championing the transition from the old technology to the new technology.
I love that.
But not only is it better, cheaper, existing technology that we can embrace, he's very excited about the renewable energy powerhouse that the Latrobe Valley can become.
And to hear somebody who has actually been at the coalface, then being the agent for change, I can't wait to talk to him.
Yeah, he's very passionate about the massive opportunities for the Latrobe Valley. It's almost like a baton race, and coal's got us here, fossil fuels have got us here. Now we can pass the baton to the much better technologies that we have that are cheaper, safer, not polluting, and they are offer huge opportunities in job creation.
Do you reckon when he was at the coalface that his mates used to call him T-Diggy? Digging. He calls himself T-Dog.
Does he?
Have you not seen his license plate?
No.
It's T-Dog. I said that to you before. Screaming out for it.
I've thrown the glasses.
Great messaging.
I'll get used to it.
All right, here we go.
Phones up.
Tony WOLFE, take one. Boom. So, who are you and why am I interviewing you?
My name's Tony WOLFE. I'm an operator in that power station up there behind us. I've worked in the coal industry for well over 40 years now, and I think it's time that we moved forward to newer and cleaner technology.
Mate, where are we? What are we doing here? Why are we doing it?
We're in Latrobe Valley in Victoria, which has generally been known as the heart of power generation for Victoria and Australia for nearly 100 years. In the background there is Loy Yang brown coal open cut mine and Loy Yang power station. There's about 4,000 tonnes an hour of Se2 coming out of those stacks behind us. It's invisible, we can't see it. It's extremely damaging to the environment, and there's better ways to do things now, and it's time that we picked up that new technology and moved on with it.
You've worked in coal your whole life. Why are you championing renewables now?
There's better ways to do things now. There's an old saying that says we didn't leave the Stone Age because we ran out of rocks. And it's time now to move on to cleaner, safer, better, cheaper technology that's now available for power generation.
Why do we have to transition quickly from fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas?
All the science shows that we're heading towards a tipping point that's irreversible if we're not there already, but we've got the opportunity to change the way we're doing things now and try and repair some of the damage that's been done in the past.
So the Latrobe Valley has supplied electricity for the last 100 years. What does the future look like for Latrobe Valley in that transition?
Latrobe Valley has such an exciting opportunity to become a powerhouse of renewable technology. We can build stuff here and people are used to it and people embrace the heavy industry that we can have here. We've got a extremely secure and high level link into the national electricity grid. So that's a point of advantage for the Latrobe Valley, is that we have that existing infrastructure in place already. Other places have got to build it. We've got a highly skilled workforce, which is very adaptable and can easily transition those skills into the new industries. We really have a fantastic opportunity for this community to grab it by the horns and really take on the renewable sector.
I read that in Germany, in their transition, not one coal miner went without a job. What's the job outlook here in Latrobe Valley?
Within the coal industry, we're talking about future jobs and jobs for younger people. And all of the skills that are currently used in the power generation industry here in the coal industry are transferable into new technologies. We need sparkies, fitters, boiler makers, engineers, operators. All of those jobs are completely transferable into the new industry with a bit of training. And once we understand the direction that we're going in, we can start reskilling our workforce to transition there. Some will retire because it's an ageing workforce, but we're talking about the future of jobs and for our kids and grandkids.
Tony, I get that coal's on the nose, but what's wrong with gas?
Gas is only marginally cleaner than coal. It's still a fossil fuel. It's a finite resource. We've got better, cheaper, safer alternatives to produce electricity with.
What renewable innovation is replacing fossil fuels and coal in the Latrobe Valley?
We've got lots and lots of projects proposed for the Latrobe Valley, mainly based on the fact that we have that excellent link into the national grid. So we've got at least 3 offshore wind farms proposed. We've got onshore wind farms. We've got multiple solar farms proposed. We've got an extra 1,500 megawatt link to Tasmania that's being proposed at the moment. We need the storage capacity to go with the renewables, but we're perfectly located for that storage also with the link to the grid.
What's the mood of people like yourself who've made a living out of coal?
Varied. There's the diehards that think coal will be around and we've got 800 years supply of it and we need to use it. Because it's there. More and more people are seeing that these coal plants are shutting down and there's a lack of investment opportunity in these plants. They're starting to ask questions, they're starting to become more curious about, well, what's going to replace it? What can we do to get involved in it? Where do we go from here as far as the future workforce?
What do you say to people who think it's up to big business and government to actually act on the climate crisis?
It's actually up to the community. It's up to all of us to drive that. We vote for these governments. We're part of these businesses that are involved in this area. It really needs to come from grassroots driving this change. And we've all got the opportunity to play a part in that.
Tony, you've got grandkids. What's their future like if we keep burning fossil fuels in Latrobe Valley or anywhere?
I'm a bit of an optimist, so I would like to think that we can actually start to repair some of the damage we've done and not burden them with the ongoing legacy of what we've created. It's a generational change that's needed. People of my generation need to move on, and the younger ones coming through, I'm optimistic that they will come up with solutions to the problem, but we've got to stop. As Al Gore says, we've got to stop using our atmosphere as an open sewer and just pouring all of this toxic chemicals into the atmosphere. And so if we can alleviate that a little bit, it gives our kids and our grandkids a better chance to try and repair some of the damage that we've done.
So changing ways, what's the one thing that I can do, that our audience can do, that can kickstart that?
Support renewables. Change your energy company, change your telco, change your super fund, change your bank to companies that are supporting the renewable revolution. And it's really easy action that we can all take.
No need to bite my head off, Tony, but yeah, okay, I'll do it.